Hi, it's Wednesday, and welcome to the Frank Beck Chevrolet Studio Annex and another edition of Time Out Overtime on the Time Out Overtime YouTube channel. I'm Rick Arsenal. First things first, if you haven't done so yet, thank you so much for watching and listening. Get down there in the corner and smash that like and subscribe button. It means a lot to me, believe me. Thank you so much. Uh, as you saw in the headline, another bad or bizarre ending to an NBA game. Uh, Not good. And before we get specifically into that, want to get you caught up in what's going on in both the NBA and NHL playoffs. Uh, but before we do that, let's do this. One of our great sponsors. You know, the deals are blooming. The leaves on the trees and the flowers are not the only thing that's blooming right now. The deals are blooming at Frank Beck Chevrolet. You save big on new 2025 models, including Trax, Traverse, Equinox, Blazer, Tahoe, and Silverados. Bex also has a great selection of pre-owned vehicles in stock, all priced to move with all the uncertainty currently surrounding the automobile industry. One thing is for certain, the best deals on wheels across the tri-state area can be found at Frank Beck Chevrolet on M99 between Hillsdale and Jonesville and on the web at frankbeckchevy.com. Stop in and experience the Frank Beck Chevrolet difference. Chevrolet together, let's drive. Chevy drive Southern Michigan, and I've said it time and time again, I'll shout it from the rooftops. Frank Beck Chevrolet is indeed the number one Chevrolet dealer in our tri-state area. We're also brought to you in part by Barrett Insurance on the corner of M99 and US 12 in Jonesville, barrettins.com, protecting your dreams. 517-849-1000, Barrett Insurance. That's barrettins.com. Again, in Jonesville on the corner of M99 and US 12, 517-849-1000, barrettins.com. Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. Now, try to get you quickly caught up on what's going on in the NBA and the NHL playoffs. So here we go. Uh, Game two of the semifinal series in the East between the Knicks and Celtics is tonight in Boston. The Knicks lead that series 1-0 with a dramatic comeback they had in game one. They're looking to take a 2-0 lead tonight back to Madison Square Garden. We'll see how that works out for them. In the West, the Western semifinal in the West, game two of the Nuggets Thunder series tonight. Denver stole a game the other night. They're looking to go 2-up, going back to Denver. My money's on the Thunder tonight. I don't bet anyway, but Thunder will win tonight. I can rest assure you that. Also in the West, the Warriors beat the T-Wolves last night, 99-88, to take a one-game lead. However, in the process, Steph Curry did leave the game with an apparent hamstring strain. We'll see where that works out for the game two in that series. Going back to the Eastern semifinal, the Pacers last night in a very bizarre ending, which I will discuss here in just a second, took a 2-0 lead over Cleveland with the series headed back to Indianapolis for the next two games. Very bizarre ending to that game last night. Quickly in the NHL last night, in overtime, the Carolina Hurricane beat the Washington Capitals 2-1. They've got a 1-0 lead in that series. In Toronto tonight, game two of the Panthers and the Leafs. Leafs lead that series 1-0. And last night, in another Western semifinal, Edmonton beat Las Vegas 4-2. The Oilers lead that game 1-0. And finally, in the last Western semifinal, Dallas is in Winnipeg to play the Jets tonight. That's game one of that series. So I can think I've got you caught up on everything going on in the NHL and the NBA. If you didn't see it, last night, the end of the Pacers Cavs game. Quickly, to condense everything into what I'm going to say, because I don't have a lot of time to do this. There were just a few seconds left to try to set the stage for it. Just a few seconds left in the game, and the Cavs had a 2-point lead. Okay, they had a 2-point lead on the Pacers. It was I'm sorry. It was actually a 3-point lead. Just a few seconds left, and the Cavs had a 119 to 116 lead on the Pacers. I don't know, less than 10 seconds left in the game anyway. Tyreke Halliburton was going to step to the line for 2 free throws. Now keep in mind they were down by 3 points. Here's Halliburton. He made the first shot. Okay, now it's 120 to 118. He's only got one more shot coming. So I guess the idea is to hit the ball off the rim and it comes back to you. You got a chance to make another shot. His second shot, folks, his second free throw. No sooner did the ball leave his hands than he's after the rebound. No question. No question, an absolute lane violation. No question about it. Ball gets tapped around. It ends up in Halliburton's hands again. This is all in a matter of seconds that this happens. He dribbles back out past the 3-point line. At the buzzer, puts up a 3-pointer that goes in. And the Pacers win the game 120 to 119 on essentially what turned out to be a 4-point play. A pure, no question about it. If you look at it, you can get it up on YouTube. You look at the end of that game. NBA doesn't call traveling anymore. No more lane violations. No more palming the ball. They don't call that anymore. Why do we get rid of the 24-second shot clock too? What's the point of having that? No, they're not calling anything anymore. I remember when they didn't even. I'm going back. I remember when they didn't even have a shot clock. That's how far back I go. It's a farce. Okay, you know what I think. I've expressed my feelings for the NBA anyway. It's a total farce. But right now, the Cavs. No, hey, don't get me wrong. I'd love to see the Cavs get wiped out in 4 games by the Pacers. This after their coach Kenny Atkinson was just named the NBA Coach of the Year. JB Bickerstaff didn't even get a vote, folks. So Cavaliers. Hang on here. What are you going to do, Cavaliers? If this guy gets wiped out, if Kenny Atkinson, the NBA Coach of the Year, if he gets wiped out in 4 games by the Pacers, you're going to fire him like you did Bickerstaff last year for not doing very well in the playoffs? Your hotshot Coach of the Year, boy, Kenny Atkinson. Yeah, a lot better coach than JB Bickerstaff, isn't he? I hope. Don't get me wrong. I hope the hell the Pacers blow them away in 4 games, and the next 2 are in Indianapolis. I'd like nothing better than to see that. What are you going to do, Cavaliers? You going to hold a press conference to fire Atkinson, just like you did Bickerstaff last year? Yeah, now you know what I think about the NBA. It's a total farce. They just don't call anything anymore. And the referees are doing to earn their job, but okay, I've betted about the NBA and the NHL. Let's do this for Quality PC, downtown Hillsdale. Tim Lindley, Lendley, 37 Waldron Street, directly across the street from Fat Jack's Automotive, a couple 100 feet west of Howell. You can't miss it. The only place in our area to go for technical issues, whatever you may have. Computers, flat screen TV, mounting, programming. Perhaps you're changing internet providers and you need that installed. The printers you were used, anything at all. These are the only people you want to see. Tim Lindley and his staff at Quality PC in downtown Hillsdale, 37 Waldron Street. Give them a call at 517-610-5372 for any technical issues you're having. They can address those, no question about it. Or better still, how did I miss this? How in the world did I miss this? Doing a show without Mickey, huh? How did this happen? Better late than never, Mickey. Anyway, you get in there, tell me and Mickey sent you, will you please? Thank you very much. Uh, Tigers start a series. They haven't played now in 3 days. They start a series in Denver tonight. First pitch about 8:40 our time. Jackson Zob, the Tigers 2-0 with a 3.30 ERA against the rookie Chase Dollander. He's 2-3 with an ERA of 6.48. He's given up a lot of home runs this year. Let's hope that continues tonight. First game of the doubleheader tomorrow will begin at 3:10 our time. Casey Mize will pitch the first game. He's 5-1 with an ERA of 2.70 versus Kyle Freeland for the Rockies. He hasn't won a game yet this year. He's 0-4 with an ERA of 5.70. I do not have the pitchers for the second game tomorrow. Probably won't know that till tomorrow either. It's very possible you could see Carter Montero pitch that second game for the Tigers, because we do know that Derek Skubal will not be pitching until game 1 Friday night back at Comerica Park against the Rangers. Saturday at Comerica Park, I think it's a night game. It's 6:10. I think it's a night. Anyway, it's a near sellout. The only thing left for Saturday's game against the Rangers is standing room only. It is Derek Skubal bobblehead night, and he is just coming off a Cy Young Award, so that's probably got a lot to do with it. The weather looks pretty good too. I'm sure people see how nice it's going to be this weekend. We want to get out and see a ball game, especially a team playing as well as the Tigers are. So anyway, it's a 3-game series against the Rockies. First things first. Tonight, 2 games tomorrow. You're going to be disappointed if the Tigers don't sweep all 3 games. I think I will be. Again, the Rockies have only won 6 games all year, folks. 6. Tigers right now are 22 and 13. I expect them to be 25 and 13 when they leave Denver, headed back to Detroit. So we'll see. If they lose even 1 game, I will be disappointed. I was disappointed they lost 1 game in LA to the Angels. That was Jack Flaherty's game. He pitches again. I think Flaherty's going Saturday. I think he pitches Saturday. Yeah. Anyway, so much for the Tigers. The American League Central right now is looking like possibly, well, at least in the American League anyway, probably the best division in the American League. And it looks like the 3 teams who made the playoffs last year are right now, if the season ended, would be in the playoffs again. That's the Tigers, Guardians, and Royals. They're all playing well. Now, I probably, the Memorial Day weekend, the Cleveland comes in here for a 4-game series. And that's, I hope we don't call that a showdown series. It's too early to say that. And we said that I think the Tigers have a better team than the Guardians. Time will tell. The Guardians won again today, by the way, so they're 1 game behind the Tigers. They head back home for a weekend series against the Phillies, I think. Let's hope Bryce Harper can do a little damage against them. Lions. All we're going to say about the Lions is they've got the mini camp, which begins on Friday, runs through Sunday, rookie mini camp. So we'll get our first real good look at all the rookies, all the draftees. They will come up to the podium, I'm sure, and take questions. They'll be doing a lot of interviews this weekend, and it's really, they put helmets and shorts on and run around and do interviews and talk to the media. That's about all this is. Nothing too strenuous. It's just a chance to get a chance to, it's a meet and greet with the new draftees. That's about all the rookie mini camp is. But again, the weather looks good for a mini camp this weekend at Allen Park. So it'll be good to see that. Don't forget their training camp opens a week earlier this year than normal due to the fact that they're playing in the Hall of Fame game on July 31st. And they will be playing 4 preseason games this year. The schedule will be out. NFL schedule will be coming out 8 days from, a week from tonight. Today is the 7th. Okay, it's the 14th. Schedule will be out a week from tonight, and we'll find out. We already know who they're playing and where they're playing them at. Right now, we just don't know when. Okay, we'll find out next week. Something I thought was so dumb, silly, absurd, if you will. When the schedule comes out, do the win-lose game, if you know what I'm talking about. Go down to all 17 games. That's a win, that's a loss, that's a loss, that's a win. You know how stupid that is? You're predicting a game 2 or 3 months, so how do you know who's going to be hurt or injured or playing for that team? Or what kind of season they're having? That is so dumb. Stupid. I wouldn't have any part of it. I don't. It's been going on as long as I can remember, but it's just silly, and I've never done that, and I never will. Well, you can't unless if you're so positive of these games and win. Go to Las Vegas or a casino in our area here. You make a bet if you're so positive of what's going to happen in that game. You don't know. Anyway, they got anyway. The schedule will be out next week, and we got the rookie mini camp coming up this weekend. Steve Yzerman did speak to the press earlier in the week. He made it sound like the Red Wings might be a little more aggressive this offseason in regard to bringing in free agents. We'll see there. Trajan Langdon, the general manager / president of basketball operations for the Pistons, spoke this morning. He predicts big things for the youngsters, Thompson and Ivy and Duran and Ron Holland. Sky's the limit for all of them. He was asked about free agent signees. Probably not, was his comment or his answer. You know, with the salary cap being the way it is, the only way he could see them bringing in any veteran help would be through trades. Now they've got the NBA draft is June 25th and 26th at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. And the Pistons will have the 37th pick. That's early in the second round. Because they made the playoffs, they do not have a first round pick this year. The NHL draft is just a couple of days after that. It's June 27th and 28th at the Peacock Theater in LA, and the Wings have the 13th pick. Once again, they had no luck in the lottery. They were scheduled to pick 12 before the lottery. Now they're picking 13. The Islanders, who had like a 3.5% chance of getting the first overall pick, indeed did get it. You say what you want to. We can malign Steve Yzerman all we want to, but you have to admit one thing. He has not had any luck when it comes to the NHL draft lottery. He just hasn't. And one more thing before we leave here, too. The Justin Tucker saga or soap opera in Baltimore continues. Justin Tucker, who just 3 years ago was on top of the world, best kicker in football. How this poor guy has fallen from grace in just the last 2 or 3 years. Anyway, the Ravens yesterday announced that they have released Justin Tucker amid allegations of sexual misconduct. The allegations reported by the Baltimore Banner stemmed from 16 massage therapists at 8 different spas, accusing him of inappropriate behavior during sessions between 2012 and 2016. The NFL is currently investigating the claims, and Tucker has denied the allegations. 16 therapists from 8 area Baltimore spas and wellness centers accused Tucker of misconduct during the sessions. The misconduct occurred during Tucker's first 5 seasons in the NFL from 2012 to 2016. The NFL began its investigation after the allegations were reported by the Baltimore Banner. Tucker has denied the allegations, calling them unequivocally false, and describing the Banner's article as desperate tabloid fodder. The Ravens announced they are releasing Tucker, citing a tough football decision. The Ravens were able to release Tucker without paying his guaranteed salary in 2025, as that was the first year of a new contract where no part of his salary was guaranteed. His wife issued a statement saying that she fully supports him. Whatever happened, our judicial system in this country says that you are innocent until proven guilty. Somehow that got turned around, didn't it? Huh? It got turned around. Now you're guilty until proven innocent. 16 different therapists. This is about like Deshaun Watson, isn't it? Huh? That's too bad. He's got a son, a wife who right now fully supports him, but that's sad. That's the only way I can use to describe this. One day you're on top of the world, and just 24, 36 months later, look where he is now. And lastly, to him, we're going to leave saying goodbye to Mickey York. Missed his great work last 25 years, most of the time for FanDuel. Before that, of course, it was Bally. Before that, it was Fox Sports Detroit. All throughout these last 25 years of covering, doing post-game for the Tigers and the Pistons. Consummate professional. I know Andy has met him. Talked about what a good person he is, nice guy, blah, 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 this and that. He issued a statement yesterday saying he was informed that they are going in a different direction. And so right now, he's out of a job looking for work. Sad. But that's the way it is in that line of work. You're here one day and go on the next. But we're going to miss Mickey York in his pre and post game covering of the Tigers and the Pistons. We wish him all the luck in the world. Hope to see him back on the air sooner rather than later. Anyway, that's going to do it for us. This being Wednesday means I will talk to you all again on Friday. Of course, don't forget Saturday mornings with Andy and Jed here locally from 9 to 10 on WCSR 92.1 FM with the Timeout Show. And as I said, I will talk to you all again on Friday. So until then, enjoy the weather. Beautiful day. Let's hope this continues. It's going to be a nice weekend. So remember, please treat each other with respect. Thank you so much for watching and listening. And again, like I said, I'll talk to you all again on Friday night. So until then, have a good evening and so long, everybody.